Yeah, what's up, guys? Your boy Zoe here, and tonight on this late night rainy day in Paris, I want to welcome nothing but the T-RackS from AK Multimedia Tape Machines collection, which is a collection of 4 iconic tape machines. The one you see here on the screen is the Tape Machine 24, which is a famous emulation, an emulation of the famous, let's be straight, MCI JH24. Yes, baby. We also have the Tape Machine 1990, which is an emulation of the Revox PR 1990 MkII, made by Studer in the 80s. We have a Studer emulations, the Tape Machine 80, which is an emulation of the Studer A80 MkII. And we have also an Ampex 440B. It's an emulation of a tape machine from the 60s. And basically, you get covered with all those iconic tape machines. We're gonna see the differences between those, and we're gonna start with the controls, of course, and we're gonna try it first on electronic 808 bit with transients and a lot of low ends energy to see how it handles the attack of the transients and how it handles the low energy and the dynamic, basically, because we'll have some saturation and some compression. So first of all, like every T-RackS plugins, if you own the T-RackS, one of the T-RackS, the paid version, you can resize the plugin. Also, be aware that if you want to try those plugins, you will have to open the custom shop at the same time to run the demo. Okay, so you just click here. You get prompted the first time you're gonna insert it, but if not, you just click here and you can try it. You choose to buy or try. You click try and it's done. Okay, so first we have the input here and the output sections. You have the true stereo engaged or not. Okay, basically when it's engaged, there's a difference between the left and the right side, which is gives a lot of depth and all that. Transport modeling, if I stop here, Studio One is gonna stop the wheels or not. Okay, you can choose to monitor the input or the repro. You have this section, which is the most important basically for the colors. You're gonna choose here 4 types of tapes formulas and then the speed here. Okay, in this case 15 or 30 IPS. You have here the calibration side, which is very important also if you need more controls. Okay, especially if you want to emphasize frequencies before or after the head. Okay, so basically you can compensate if you lose too much high, so you can boost the highs and all that. I think you get it. Autocal here, when you click it, it's going to reset everything here. You can bypass or not bypass the plugin and reset it. Okay, so pretty simple to understand. Now we're gonna play with these babies, and first of all I'm gonna shoot my regular beat here, which is a beat you usually hear on my channel, because it really shows the strength or the weaknesses of plugins I try it on it. It's very difficult to handle for any compressor and distortion units, right? So let's do it like that. Here we go. You might hear some noise when I speak because my computer is screaming for mercy right now. Yeah, those plugins are really CPU heavy because they run at a really high sample rate. But guys, you're gonna see why it's worth every CPU cycle. So we're gonna start with the famous Studer A80 MkII, and please do me a favor, listen closely at low volume on headphones or monitors, but low volume, please guys, do it now. Okay, so I'm gonna do it also here, just to appreciate, you know, the global balance and the transients response and all that. Okay, we're gonna start here. Let's do it. Let me just, sorry, because I had two tape running at the same time and a lot of plugins here. Okay, let's do it right. I bypass and I shut my mouth. Okay, you see how it's smooth, it glues the thing. Okay, 15 speed right now. 30, next. Some will say we lose the lows, some will say we clean the lows. Without. There might be a volume jump, so we're gonna check it with my usual assistant, aka the TC Electronic. So this is the level of the beat dry, right? Now. Okay, we're gonna match. We're pretty good right now. Okay, so I'm gonna be quiet. So please follow the mouse, because I'm gonna change tape formulas and tape speeds, right? Okay. So first I'm gonna bypass. We lose volume, right? But you see the vibes. There's more harmonics in here. Listen to the tail of the L8. And now, back. The GP9. This one is tight with Studer. Bypass the whole thing. Okay, now you see the colors, it's pretty obvious, right? Basically those, you're gonna hear it. Now, my friends, I want you to focus on the transients. Really clicky here, listen. You see how it rounds them, but you still have this punch, but it's rounded. Okay, that was the Studer here. Let me now fire the 99 here. Okay, so we're gonna say here you have two different speeds, right? The same control, just the layout is kind of different, right? Now, from scratch we hear the crispiness on the highs and saturation on the highs. Without. We gain clarity. We control the dynamic. Okay, let me change the tape formulas. We're gonna stay on 15s and then we go back to, we're gonna switch to the half speed. This one is great too. Yeah, the 250 is one of my favorites, right? It really have those harmonics and the mids I like, with a tendency to calm down the highs, but without killing them. Without. Okay, one thing I want you guys to listen is the depth, thanks to the tapes, emulation, and the true stereo. Okay, listen to the depth. Okay, this is why I let the block, 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 you know, the small toms. Listen, now the relationship between the kick, the claps, you know, the kick, and those sounds, they're kind of 2D, right? Listen. Now, there's a feeling of back and forth, you know? I don't know if you feel it. I hear it on the headphones, but it's more obvious on my monitors. Now, it's crazy. Really, the depth is just beautiful. Okay, we're gonna stick with the 7 in life. We're gonna match the volume. Usually I love the low speed, right? And that it even makes more sense on low beats. Without. Yeah. You constantly have to compensate for the volume, okay? Because each formulas have different. I like the GP9 here and the 250. But I can see definitely using those two on vocals, right? They really have that shine, and they preserve the lows. This one is roll-offing more. Okay, the 99. Now we're gonna check the 440 here, which I don't know. I didn't know it before looking at those plugins. definitely feel the vibes. And you feel the difference of balance. If you don't hear it, look at the needles. Okay, more energy on the left here. If I disengage the true stereo, listen. We're back here. Okay. So it can be really cool here to create, you know, on individual tracks if you can. And I would love to have this is a future request for them, but it can be done on the DAW. But I would love to have a swap channel here. For example, if I have a pad, I'm gonna use like the left more. The left will have more energy than the right, and then I will do the opposite on another sound to kind of balance the thing. But this is my geeky side speaking right now. Okay, let's go. We're gonna try the tapes here, 15. See how it clean up the things? It's just crazy, guys. It's lifeless right now, for real, guys. Yeah, I really like it. Pretty good tape machine here. This might be my second favorite. Definitely. Definitely. It's a solid one. Okay, IK Multimedia, if you're listening. So if I open here the 99, okay? If I choose the formula, it's gonna be like I can choose without having to pass on all formulas, right? Here it's incremental, so I have, for example, if I want to go here, I cannot click here. I have to do boom, 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 and it's pretty heavy and nervous on the process, right? It's not smooth. So it's just a small thing because you will not change every time and all that, but it can be like not super smooth during a session and all that. Okay, so let's try another speed here. Ooh. You see the shift between the left and the right? Crazy. This one, I will definitely use it, guys. You guessed it, on time-based effects. Man, the depth it creates. Put this on your delays or reverb buses. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, so you lose a lot of lows, which is a good thing because I like to clean up the lows on my time-based effects and all that. I don't know why I have some crackles. Is the speed here is more hungry? Let me just check the CPU here. Same thing. I think it's my computer is running pretty hot right now. It's really hot here on the studio. Okay. Yeah, crazy. Of course, you have the option to put everything in a more linear way. I like it like that, guys. And last but not least, oh yeah, guys, I have a tape here open at the same time. This is why he's screaming. Sorry guys. I also have a lot of effects here, even if it's bypassed. And this baby, which I love, the Tape 24. Without. With it. This is crazy. I really love it because what it does to the highs, it's really I tell you the truth, I tried to match it. No way. No way to match it. I said, okay, I didn't try to match it to not buy those plugins because, man, you already know my style. I only review stuff I really love, you know. I'm not a bashing guy. I say, okay, I'm gonna review some plugins and I'm gonna bash them just for the fun to ruin some long period of time work of some guys. If you don't like the plugins, just don't use it. But what I'm saying is that I really tried to match because I wanted that sound with less CPU hits, basically, to be able to use it on more tracks. This one, those ones, I'm gonna use them definitely on buses and master, but that's it. Or I'm gonna use it the old school way, aka you're gonna freeze them or bounce the tracks with them on it, which is basically something I'm comfortable with, no problem. So we go back here. So listen to the def, please, and the highs. Also the transients, a lot of information, right? I love what it does to the transients. Listen. Also, it masters the dynamic but creates a depth which is not here. Here, you think there's more clarity here because of the highs information. But I'm speaking about the contour of the sounds. Now. It's more cohesive and it's more glued together. 30. Definitely cleaner. We're gonna let me tell you something, guys. You already saw, I hope, my review on Bassroom from Mastering the Mix, which is excellent. And this is basically a plugin that's gonna help you control the lows, alright? And I must tell you the truth, I just made a mastering today with Bassroom, which is excellent. And I used it on mastering, I mean a real mastering. And, but basically, a lot of times you can use also those tapes because they have a way to control each areas of the lows in a musical way that is time saving and always musical. Safe. Okay, so basically what you hear is typically something I would have done with a Bassroom here. Okay, if I bypass right now because you're used to that, now you see how it's flat and boomy, no depth, okay, muddiness. Now you feel that? This is why we love tape, okay? They had a lot of flows and all that, crazy maintenance, calibration hells, tapes cost and all that, noise, okay? A lot of cons, but worth every hustle. And these 24 for electronic stuff, guys. Okay, 15. Without. Okay, I have to match back the output because the output was modified because of the speed. So I'm gonna stick with the 30. We're gonna try the tapes now. Yeah, this one is really classy, and those two are really classy and crisp. They really clean up the lows. I can see definitely using those for vocals, right? Yeah, without. The GP9 is one of the safest, basically. If you don't hear it, if you're a beginner or something like that, if you don't really hear the differences and all that, or you don't want to fuck up your sessions and all that, start with the GP9. It's always a good choice. Also on the VTM from Slate Digital, there's the GP9, and it's pretty a classic. But you see how it really gives a sense of a well presentation of your mix. Listen. Here, okay, everything is in your face right now. Okay? And now look at that. Okay, you have a sense of depth. Lowering the lows really helps to have this effects, but not only. Work it does on the transients, it's just beautiful, guys. Listen, it's around. Listen now. Without. The transients are smooth, you know. It's still punchy, but it really reminds me when we used to put 808 stuff on tapes, right? You know this clickiness on the second part of the beat. Now, okay, now. You see how it's round? It's just beautiful, guys. Yeah, guys. I really think I'm even gonna put my samples on those things, right? I'm gonna resample my samples. Yeah, as crazy as that. So there you have it. We saw the 4 models right now, and now we're gonna play on the. Oh yeah, we're gonna try versus maybe some other tape machines. Okay. I'm gonna stick with these guys. Without. I'm gonna fire Tapedesk here. And now. Right now, only the tape at 15. It's an excellent tape machine here. Okay. The first thing I notice is that the transients, guys. This is really the part, and this is the key. And why? I usually use this plugin at 96 kilohertz on the sample rates because it helps for the transient handling. But if you don't handle the transients the same, the sound stage will be not the same, because this is the first information our brains interpret to have a sense of depth and all that. It's not bad, guys. Okay. 24. Now you see what I'm talking about? First thing you notice is the lows. Okay, we missed some lows here, but no big deal. Okay, you have some different tape formulas that can create this. But listen to the transient, please. Still clicky, alright? To help, I usually use the trident here, which I love. Okay, the distortion and the saturation of the trident really helps sometimes to recreate this. There's also a kind of smiley curve here, which get us closer here. But it's just precise, and look at that. It's not bad. I think another thing can be also the true stereo, right? We have more depth here because it really helps. Let me try disengaging the true stereo. We're gonna be fair. Yeah, it's closer. Okay. You know what? It reminds me when I tried the Vertigo VSC3 versus other compressors. Exactly the same feeling. I say, okay, it's really close, but then there's like 5% that give me the depth, the sound presentation and all that. I don't know, guys. I don't know if you're hearing the same thing or I'm just bullshitting myself. But you see, this one is excellent. I will definitely still use it, and this is one of the one I use the most on my sessions. You just have to really play with the desk, right? If I want something like, definitely I know it well, so if I want something like this one, like that, or this one, okay, with less lows and all that, so I'm gonna do like Tapedesk here, and I'm gonna switch, for example, to the Neve here. See, reminds me here the 499 tape, even at 30 milliseconds. Okay, if I want less lows, look at that. Okay, if I want more color, here. Okay, so we're gonna try it here versus the maybe. Let me just put it back here. We're gonna try it versus the tape from Softube, which is one of the most loved one. Okay. Let me just double check the levels, right? We still have those lows, right? Okay, now the tape here. I tried to match, okay? I tried to match here the settings, and basically you can do pretty much a lot of stuff here also. So I'm gonna lower it here, or even here. Okay, for the hi-hats, I'm gonna increase here. But one thing is definitely not the same is the transients, right? This is what this is basically why I use the tapes usually, right? We have a lot of transient information, especially on the electronic stuff and all that. I don't have this problem with acoustic stuff because they already go in preamps and all that. Even the sample libraries, which basically are recorded in high-end gear. Okay, now. Yeah, this is always the same thing. The transients and the depth. Let me just disengage this because it's getting a lot of CPU cycles. Now. Okay. You feel that? Going back in the studio here, the quality. Okay, on the harmonic distortion here. This one is more boomy, so I'm trying to get closer to this. Look at that. But even if I drive the thing, okay, I always this fucking problem on the transients, right? Those clicky transients. It's a pretty good tape, right? Okay, we lose clarity here versus this, okay? But because we're used to this, right? We lose clarity on the highs, basically, okay? But the depth and the transient, I prefer this. But we're talking like one of the best tape also. Okay, also I can just switch back here or go on GP9. Okay, or use another tape if I need those highs. Or I can even play with this thing. That. Okay. You feel the highs? Now. Okay. Even more highs here. Okay, let me just switch back here. Let's do it smoothly here. Here we go. We lose the depth and we lose the contour, you know. It's just crazy because if I need this impact on the transients, I have to drive more. When I drive more here, I lose too much, right? And if I don't drive, I don't have what I want. I'm gonna finish with the VTM, which is one of my favorites also. Okay, we're gonna stick with 30 IPS here. Here we lose the lows. Also, I think, yeah, bass alignment minus 3 dB, guys. It's really boomy, like that. I'm gonna stay here, halfway. Gotta compensate for the volume. Now. I'm gonna put back here the high frequency. Okay, I don't want to use it for the comparison. Okay, you see the depth? To be fair, my friends, we're gonna definitely use the stutter. Okay, we're gonna get closer with this one. 49. The 40 here, 46. Yeah, you see it's getting on my nerve right now. 30. I do think the calibration is more with what I'm used to. I like 15 more for this type of beats. Here I lose too much lows, but I can compensate here, okay? But I'm gonna keep it like that and try to match both. It's not bad. See that? Too much lows. So I'm gonna stick with my -3. Usually this is my starting point on the VTM. Like that. It's quite heavy also. Okay, let me just... I forget to take off all this bullshit. This is why we have crackles. Damn, guys. Okay, we're good here. Yeah, I lose too much here. We definitely don't have the same lows here. I will have to do that. Okay. Now, okay, the VTM is quite good. Not the same impact on the transient, but I always have the same problem. This 2D field, you know, everything is in front of me right now. It's clear, okay, the displaying is clear, but I lose this depth I have with the... Yeah, it sounds like a record, guys. Okay, and I'm not a fan at all of the of this 80 MkII. Okay, I'm not really a fan of this that machine, right? But yeah, this is like crazy, guys. So be sure to try it. Okay, don't trust me. Okay, trust your ear, trust your material, and try it. Okay. And I'm gonna try it right now on one production. Let me just go on my files and put something more complex to see how a tape can help us. So I'm gonna check. Let me just like that. This one. Let me just put it on the like that. Okay, really clicky. And I'm gonna put the 24. You see the Taurus here? Cleaning of the lows and depth. We're gonna listen to it during the strings, right? We're gonna loop like that. Yeah. Without. With it. Okay, to really appreciate, because you don't know the tracks, focus first on the lows and the relationship between the chorus and the kick. Without. Now. It's kissing. It's kissing. It's mastered. It's controlled. It's glued together. I'm gonna let you hear. This is coming from my future album. I usually like to loop on small parts for you to be able to appreciate the differences. Definitely better. Listen to the present here. Listen. Listen. Okay, you see how now it's more aggressive, right? Now, you see how it's running without a lot of okay, we're gonna try the GP9. Yeah, this one I have more edge to them. Definitely feel the strings on the background here. Now, yeah, I lose myself, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I say, okay, let's do a quick video about that. But you know me, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to have spent a lot of time like that. So what is my conclusion about those guys? First of all, you have 4 tape machines. Okay, you have a bundle and the singles. Don't waste your time and money on singles. Okay, go straight for the collection, because the collection right now is $99, while the singles are $79. So don't think twice. You see that not only you have 4 tape machines, okay, but also you have different tapes, different speeds. You also have the calibration stuff. So basically you just have so much options. You're gonna play with those and you're gonna choose them wisely according to the material, tracks, buses, type of mastering, if you want to master stuff and all that. Samples, I'm gonna definitely run my samples on these things and all that. So guys, what I can tell you is that I know IK Multimedia, okay, there are no gimmick stuff but high quality stuff. Okay, I can always rely on them. And basically, I was always hoping for them to bring something on the tape related stuff. Okay, we already had a great surprise with something beautiful from them, which is the Leslie stuff. And I say, okay, definitely their technology between convolution and modeling is really something that is just crazy. I just bought the Leslie, not for the keyboards and all that, just to put my drums on those preamps and all that. Period. And so, when I saw the tapes, I said, oh, guys, okay, but definitely CPU hungry stuff. So you have to be aware of that. This is my laptop here, so this is not like a super powerful engine. But yeah, this is yeah. You have this quality, but you have to handle the CPU hits for that. So, final words. Try it, guys. Do yourself a favor and try those things. For two reasons. One, if you need another tape or something like that, just try it. Second reason you can have to try it is just to see, okay, which is the sound of a real tape, because this is what I'm fucking hearing right now. The sound of a real tape machine. Okay, I hate the depth, I hate the transients response, I hate the compression of the tape, not gimmicky. This is what I'm always struggling on these plugins, because sometimes I have a good compression but the transients are fucked up. Sometimes I have a gimmicky frequency response. Sometimes I have this kind of stuff and all that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm really sorry because it was a long one, and feel free to ask, request some videos or some more details on one of my videos. Feel free also to like and subscribe if you like it and if you want. And I'll catch you guys later. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye bye. I really love it. Bye bye.